Welcome to WinGemTFT. Today, we will be reviewing a gameplay video featuring a team of 4 multicasters and 3 strategists. This is a strong team for winning ranked games, especially if you aim to quickly climb to Gold 1 rank. The augment we received from the voting round is Slaughter Docs. You will gain free shopper rolls equal to the stage number +1 at the start of each stage. Players should note that these only last for the round during which they are received. This is a good augment to find few 3-star champions. The main reason I went for this composition is that I have received 2 Swain copies at round 1-2. Therefore, I wanted to build a team that includes Swain. At round 1-4, I received 1 Galio and 1 Taliyah, which led me to form a team with 4 multicasters and 3 strategists. The legend I selected for this game is Tam Kench. Here, I am selecting the augment offered by him, Rich Get Richer. It grants you 12 gold and increases our maximum interest to 7. With Rich Get Richer, we need to save 70 gold in our banks as quickly as possible. Therefore, we should refrain from spending our money to refresh or shop or level up until we have 70 gold in our bank. This is the team we are going to build in this game. Galio, Swain and Jarvan will tank the team. In this team we do not have good physical damage dealers, but we have 5 magic damage carries. When we analyze this team, we can identify 2 weaknesses. The first one is a lack of physical damage dealers, which we'll discuss later. The second weakness is that this team doesn't have strong tank champions other than Jarvan. We can propose 2 solutions for this. The first one involves focusing on finding 3-star Swain and 3-star Galio. At 3-star, both champions have 2592 base health. All the tier 3 tanks, except for Nautilus, also have 2592 health at 3-star. Nautilus has 3078 health at 3-star. As both Swain and Galio have their abilities to improve their tankiness, we can expect them to tank better than most of the tier 2 and 3 tanks. All the tier 4 and 5 tank champions have 1800 health at 2 stars, except for Sejuani, who has 1980 health at 2 stars. This means that all tier 4 and 5 2-star champions have lower health than 3-star Swain and Galio. However, comparing them is not straightforward due to the powerful abilities of higher tier tanks. The second solution is to focus on finding tank items. Try to collect 8 tank items. Since we have 3 Demacia Champions in this team, it will grant 1 Radiant item to Jarvan for 7 tank items shown in the picture work well on Swain. Selecting 3 out of the above 7 will depend on the partial items we have, the enemy team compositions, and the items we have on our other 2 tanks. The next round is an augment selecting round. In the previous round, I selected Rich Get Richer to boost gold income. Since we are not aiming to reach level 9 or find 5-star champions, we do not need many economy-based augments. Therefore, I did not go for balance budget 3 in this round. Initially, I was thinking about taking Radiant relics and then selecting a Radiant tank item. However, when Impenetrable Bulwark appeared, I chose that instead. Impenetrable Bulwark grants 1 Dragon's Claw, 1 Bramble Vest, and 1 Giant's Belt, which is perfect since I need to find 8 tank items in this game. Let's jump back to item building for our tanks. 6 tank items shown in the picture work well on Galio. Selecting 3 out of the above 6 will depend on the partial items we have, the enemy team compositions, and the items we have on our other 2 tanks. However, I do not recommend Ionic Spark for Galio. Many recommend it for Galio because of his ability Shield of Duran, which reduces damage taken and heals for a percentage of ability power over 4 seconds afterward. It deals magic damage to adjacent enemies. Ionic Spark grants 60 extra health per ability cast for a 3-star Galio. He can cast his ability a maximum of 3 times per fight. This means that a 3-star Galio gains 180 health or less because of Ionic Spark. But Giant's Belt alone grants 150 health. Therefore, if you want to build for health, choose an item with a Giant's Belt instead of Ionic Spark. Other stats Galio gains from Ionic Spark include ability power, In this team, we already have more than enough magic damage dealers. Therefore, in this team, we need Galio to tank, not to deal magic damage. At level 6, we have a 40% chance to encounter tier 2 champions in our shop. Therefore, when we build a team like this, we need to find 3-star tier 2 champions at level 6. The infusion augment allows our units to restore 20 mana every 6 seconds, making it a good choice for teams like this. However, I opted for the money augment, which grants 32 gold. Since I haven't found any 3-star units yet, I can use that 32 gold to quickly search for a few 3-star units. The last tank champion we are going to talk about is Jarvanfor. We need only 2 items for him because he gets 1 Radiant Warmog's armor from the Demacia trait. 6 tank items shown in the picture work well on Jarvanfor. Selecting 2 out of the above 6 will depend on the partial items we have, the enemy team compositions, and the items we have on our other 2 tanks. As I mentioned earlier, another weakness of this team is the lack of physical damage dealers. If we find ourselves in a situation where we need a physical damage dealer, we have to reach level 9 or obtain a Tactician's Crown. Then we can add Fiora to our team as the 9th champion. She is a great physical damage dealer. Additionally, she can enhance the tankiness of this team. But make sure to find a few 3-star units before attempting to add the 9th champion. With the magic damage dealing power of this team, we rarely need to address the physical damage issue. This team can easily defeat strong tank teams with its magic damage. As you can see, the opponent's team has a 3-star Swain. However, that doesn't mean we cannot also achieve a 3-star Swain. In this patch, there are 26 copies of each tier 2 champion. Therefore, in one game, 2 players can potentially find the same 3-star tier 2 champion. Another thing you may notice is that I've placed 2 copies of Galio on the battlefield. I do this to manage the limited space available on the board when I'm searching for multiple 3-star units. Here, our tactician's health is reduced to 11, which means we can't afford any more losses. Now, we have to spend our gold without thinking about interest. This will give us a chance to secure one of the top 4 places. We cannot get 3-star Velkoz or 3-star Sona in every game, but we can find 3-star Twisted Fate in most of the games. Therefore, we have to consider him as our main magic damage dealer in this team. Ability power items, mana items, and attack speed items work well on Twisted Fate. Blue buff, Jewel Gauntlet, Rabadon's Death Cap, Ginsu's Rage Blade, Archangel's Staff, Hextech Gunblade, Spear of Shojin, and Hand of Justice are the best items for him. We need to equip him with 3 items out of the above 8. Since we're focusing on building tank items with this composition, selecting items for Twisted Fate mainly depends on the partial items we have. Ability power items, mana items, and attack speed items work well on Taliyah too. If we have these items after equipping 3 items to Twisted Fate, we can equip Taliyah with them. If we are going to put items on Sona or Velkoz, we need to equip them with ability power items and mana items. Finally, if you find a magnetic remover, keep it until the end. If you are able to find a 3-star Azir, you can use that magnetic remover to remove items from Taliyah, Sona, or Velkoz. Then we can equip those removed items on Azir. A 3-star Azir is the strongest damage dealer in this team. Therefore, if you find him, try to equip him with a few items without selling the champions you have. Ability power items, mana items, and attack speed items work well on Azir too. In this game, we have achieved 3-star versions of all Tier 2 and Tier 3 champions. If we do not have 2 opponents playing with the same champions, We can expect to achieve this in every game we try. If we see 2 or more players playing with the same champions, we need to change our composition. The play rate of this composition is 10%. The chance of achieving a top 4 places with this composition is 56.7%. And the chance of achieving first place with this composition is 16.6%. Therefore, go for this composition whenever it is possible. I'm eager to improve my videos through your feedbacks. So please feel free to leave your comments and suggestions. I truly appreciate your support and input in making my content better. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this.